Hello, everybody. Today I'd like to talk about Ricoh print drivers and editing Ricoh print drivers. Of course, anybody in the copier industry knows that virtually all print drivers seem to be defaulted to color uh, and two-sided printing. And what customers generally want is a default to black and white printing and single-sided printing. Another issue is user codes. So in Ricoh print drivers, you can drill into the settings of the driver and type in a user code to authenticate your job, your print job. But there's no simple way to turn on a pop-up. For example, Canon print drivers, a couple of clicks inside the print properties, and you can get a pop-up in which the user can print their or type in their code and authenticate their print job. Ricoh, a little bit different. Let's see, we'll bring up Ricoh's printer driver packager NX program. There's a far simpler way to do it than this. In this program, yeah, you can browse out to your print driver install files, and you can open this up. And it's opening on my other screen. As soon as it finishes loading, I'll drag it over. It's a bit of a time-consuming process. And then, of course, you can go in and change whatever settings you want to be the default and save it. Personally, I find it to be a bit of a exercise in frustration, and and it's something I don't need to do that often. So remembering every little detail of how to run the software, and it takes some time to open it and do the things that you need to do in it. But there's a simpler way. You can edit the config files for the install package directly, then install it, and you've got all the defaults that you want. So, for example, here is a driver package for a Ricoh IMC 6000, just at the default. No pop-up, nothing has been changed in this driver at all. It's just like you would download it. So if we open it up, go into disk 1, and then go all the way down to this .rcf file. So this is actually what tells the print driver when you install it what options to set up. Okay, so now we'll open one that's been edited to black and white, single-sided printing, and to show a user code pop-up. So same thing, we just drill into the driver, go into disk 1, and we find that RCF file, open it up. And so you can see the difference here, basically just these lines. So theoretically, even though this file name is different for each model series, the format of the file is exactly the same. Okay, so this is Ricoh's newest models up here, IMC models. Here I've got one that was edited for a 5503, a couple of model series back. And we open up that same file, and you can see the format's the same, and it's been that way for a long time. So you could actually just save one of these files with the default that you would like, and then when you're going to, if you're going to a customer to install 5, 10, 15 print drivers, just edit it in advance, save it in a USB stick or something, and just paste the contents of a saved file that you have the way that you want it, and then just paste it into the RCF file in the install package, and when you install it, you're good to go. So you can see the lines right here. You could name it here. So if you wanted to name your printer with the Savin label or the Lanier label, you can type that line in there or paste the line in. You can include a line for turning duplexing off, which probably 95% of my customers at least prefer. You can make the default black and white, and then of course there's the line to add the user code pop-up. So let's see, we'll go ahead and get rid of these, and let me bring up my print drivers here. So for those of you maybe that have never edited a print driver before, we'll go into the properties here of one that I've edited in advance. So if I hit the print test page, pops up on my other screen, I'll drag it over here, and basically you get that user code pop up. You type in the user code to authenticate your job. It prints. It's recorded in the logs of the copier so that somebody can keep track of, who's printing, how much they're printing. So I think it's a simpler method. Please let me know in the comments below if you think that makes sense. If there are a few people that would like me to do a video on, say, the print driver packager NX, I can certainly make a video on that and go into the details of how to do it. I'm going to try to remember to include a link to a sample RCF file. I'll put it out on Dropbox or something where you can download it, and then you can copy and paste that into your own RCF files and get your print drivers edited the way you want it before you install it. It's certainly possible to go into the properties of the driver and change the default after it's installed as to whether color or duplexing is turned on. Unfortunately, there's just no way to do that with the user code. So the customer would have to actually drill into the driver, go to the job setup, type in the code, okay, back out, and several clicks, and we all like to save clicks. So hopefully this will come in handy for those of you out there installing copiers for customers. So please let me know if it looks like that'll be useful for you, or if you'd like me to go into some details on print driver packager NX. Thank you and have a great day.